Well, Moderna, on the flip side, is moving higher today after announcing that its experimental mRNA-based seasonal flu vaccine generated a stronger immune response against the 4 strains of the flu virus. Yahoo Finance reporter Anjalee Khemlani is here with more for us. Anja, this is something it's been working on.
Of course, we know that Moderna has its COVID vaccine out there, and its only product to date that has been commercialized. Now it's looking to expand its portfolio with the candidates that it's had in the pipeline. That includes flu. We know RSV as well has also been applied for licensure with the FDA, and they're waiting on a decision early next year. So all told, this is Moderna telling its story of looking beyond COVID. Right now, they're trying to right size from that oversized COVID operation during the pandemic. And I actually had a chance to speak to new CFO, James Mock, who took over in the middle of the pandemic a little earlier last year. And so we talked about all the things that Moderna has had to do in order to make sure that it is telling investors the story of they are more than just a COVID company. And so on that note, he noted that manufacturing, for example, and in general, the footprint, the infrastructure that they have has to be pulled back a little, in a quote saying, we think we have going back to the RSV and flu, now what they have is the big 3, is what he had called it. So that has been their goal, to get that in with all of those 3 infectious diseases. And that way they can also push forward their combined RSV, flu, and COVID vaccine. That's something that they've been really focused on. And it is an area where other competitors are looking at. Who wants 3 doses in 1 year? So rather than that, get 1 dose. And so that's the next step, essentially, for what all of these COVID vaccine companies are looking at. Meanwhile, on the manufacturing part, Jamie did say that there's a lot of what he calls, quote, waste in the system and unutilized capacity or excess material that they're either writing off annually or spending a lot of time trying to resize. Now, this does mean that the company could go back to a $20 billion a year vaccine company as needed if the demand shows up. But right now, what they're focused on, more personalized care, they need specified manufacturing processes, supply chain, et cetera. And so they're working on that right now. It's going to take billions in investment, and that's what they're looking to do, with the potential to get more products out there and get a sustainable revenue cycle by 2027 with these big 3, and then moving on to, of course, their partnership with Merck and others. So that's sort of the story that they're telling right now. They're going to have their R&D presentation later today, but this is the big themes that they're coming out with on today's news, with that positive flu vaccine news that gets them 1 step closer.
Yeah, and shares reacting positively, up by about 5% as of right now. Anjalee Khemlani, thanks so much for breaking down the story for us. Appreciate it.